Hey Scorpio, welcome. This is going to be a reading just for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and heavy placements in Scorpio. Please see the description box for anything that you need below on me. Leave a comment for how you feel about the reading, if it resonates with you, if you like it, whatever you want to say. Please subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate all the new subscribers and the views on the videos. That is greatly appreciated. And also, please like or dislike the video. Let me know how you feel about it. Jumping in, Scorpio, we're going to see what energy you're harboring that you need to let go of, how you can make it a lasting change, things of that nature. Let's go ahead and jump in. What old energy does Scorpio, do our Scorpio placements need to let go of? How can they clear this energy out of their lives? How can Scorpio clear this energy out of their lives, Spirit? A way that this energy is no longer serving them. A new type of energy they show up with their life. It's a lasting change. Okay, alright. So, Scorpio, we need to let go of the sadness. The love that you put into situations that did not last, where you've given it but you never received it back and it kind of stifled it and stunted it. You really need to take more time with your healing. Time that you should be using for healing, I think you're using it to overthink the situation, to think about your sorrow, and that's great, but you don't want to grieve too long here with this. You want to eventually let it go. There are things that you didn't fully see, a lot of things that came out to you that maybe you thought you should have picked up on that you didn't, or that you didn't pay a lot of attention to, and I think that now you're kind of dwelling in those signs that you should have saw in the very beginning. Heavy Pisces energy, Scorpio energy showing up here, so you could be dealing with a Pisces here. I do have that it was a tough ending for you, but there is a rebirth. You're like seeing it, you're allowing that in. But I think there still may be some question as to why it did not work, why someone didn't choose you, why you had to kind of let that situation go. And I feel like you weren't really too focusing on it. You were focusing on other matters and not really into that person. So you weren't able to see their deceitful ways, or when things were happening, you were kind of letting it slide, just trying to stay like in the mysticism of it, trying to see something deeper in it, but ignoring some truths. You can clear this out of your energy here. Yeah, by no longer planning. I feel like you're doubtful. As far as how to move forward to the next step when you're supposed to be healing, you're allowing yourself to get anxious, and you come up with a lot of ideas, but you're hesitant on if you should move back and start something new because you're reflecting on the past. You don't want that to repeat itself, That could come to starting a new job. This could come to starting a brand new life, a new relationship, any goals or endeavors that you have. I feel like you almost stop yourself because you think about this energy that kind of led you on, kind of lied to you and was deceitful and really left you out in the cold, and you were left waiting on them, hoping to see like the truth in them, the potential in them. And I feel like at the end of the day, what you should take away from that is that you had a lot of strength that they couldn't meet up to. You had a lot of confidence that they just couldn't level up to. You're giving them too much. You saw the potential in them, but you almost gave them too much power for something that they just were not built to do at the time. This energy is no longer serving you because I feel like, you almost changed your ways. You indulged in some pleasure here with them, but it's something that you can no longer give to, something that you couldn't build. It was something that, you thought you might grow something out of, but I think in the midst of this situation, it ended up being something that you had to break away from and walk away. You may not even be communicating with this person and their situation anymore, and I feel like you're still taunted with the thoughts of what happened, almost like blaming yourself. There was something I said or things that they were saying or kind of nagging at you about that you just didn't get or wasn't able to respond to. And because of that, we had to kind of break free. And I don't know if you feel like they're freer and they're getting more blessings now in their life now that you all are not connected. Who knows what the plan for them is. At this time, it's time for you to walk away from the pain, get out of your head and your thoughts of that situation and move on to something else. Really understanding that you really triumphed in this situation. You really showed your strength in this situation. It's time to move forward. You put forth the best effort that you could, and because of that, you can manifest new things. It's actually, you think that the blessing went to them, but they didn't put in enough. They haven't invested enough to get those kind of blessings and clarity that they possibly speak so boldly about that they really don't have. This is something that is yours, something that you will get. And even if they do have it in their life, it doesn't take anything from you. But I do think some of that is like an illusion. Here's Scorpio, yeah. Don't dwell, don't think on them, don't think on the past. past things. And it could be, it doesn't even have to be one situation. You could be thinking on the one that was most recent, but I think at the end of the day, you start reflecting on a lot of other ones to kind of back up what it is you're telling yourself about this situation. A new type of energy you should allow into your life. You should allow for somebody to try to show up if they're trying to, instead of stopping them, seeing what it is they can do. You know, they have to know they have something stable to kind of land on. Yeah, someone isn't going to take action if they don't see stability. If they see that you're just kind of not really trying to be stable, you're not trying to settle down, you're just trying to have a really good time here, they're not going to really take action for you. That kind of stops them because it shows them that you're not ready. But they do feel a strong connection towards you here, and they would like to offer something to you, and I think it's something that you're looking for and that you will accept. So perhaps you should give this energy some time. Could be a fire energy, Aries, Sag, or Leo. We do have Capricorn here. I do think there are some temptations here, some old ways of thinking that kind of tie you to this instability, but you kind of have to separate and think about what it is that you want. The potential that you saw in another situation might be in this King of Wands here that I'm seeing, you know, showing up. So it's okay to start again, especially if the passion is heavy. I think you're worried about things not working out or making sure you're on the same agenda, you know. But you're thinking trying to work with this person or this situation isn't going to give you long-term longevity, and that's what you're trying to manifest. But I think it might rupture out of this some way. Yeah, you might find peace in this situation, a long-term friendship, and it doesn't take anything away from your power and your will to kind of keep wanting to pursue in life. It actually gives you some kind of fuel. I think you're going to take time away to think about things from a different perspective. Think about what it is you've been through pain-wise. Yeah, the grief. And I think now you're ready to start on something. You're like, you know what? I've been here for a while. It's time to let this go and get back out here. You know? It's time to make something work. Things don't work if you don't compromise and work with other people. So perhaps you should let this energy in. See what they have to offer you. Just a tip from Spirit. You can make this a lasting change by never going back to a space where you allow negative forces to kind of overtake, to kind of come in and take your truth, throw off the scales, and have some kind of power in your life. And I feel like that's what the previous situations did for you. They were overpowering you with their negativity and being unfair to you and trying to force, I feel like they're trying to force their own will upon you. And it went against everything that you stood for. You know, you had independence, but I feel like it almost shut you, it shut you in a way, you know, and it made you less aware of your surroundings here, where all you had to say, well, you know, I'm doing good in life, even though I don't feel good, even though the situation isn't looking right, you know, I'm doing okay. And that's how you kind of was able to still be kind of dependent on the situation, but yet you were hoping that this person or this situation was going to come add something to you, that it adds something to what you had, and it never did, you know. Yeah, never did. It would spend its time, its money elsewhere, but never in here with you, but yet wanting some kind of happiness with you at the same time without making an investment, almost relying on you to do everything here without you being aware. Maybe that was the plan, but I feel like you've kind of taken some time away to kind of go into your studies, maybe even researching on the situation a little bit to kind of help you. This could be therapy, whatever it is you need, whatever it is you're looking up. And I feel like you kind of made a decision that this really wasn't for you. It wasn't the path that you wanted to work, that you wanted to go forward, because even though you could be with this person, marry this person, have a family, you knew it would be standing on the grounds where you were kind of trapped by this situation, maybe even financially, and this person wasn't doing their part. So I feel like you decided to kind of break free of this, and you need to break free of this. Go through the struggles and kind of heal, but allow yourself to get farther away from this. Yeah, and bring some new order back into your life where you can manifest blessings here, where you have a new state of beliefs that it is that you're following, or you get into situations that really honor what it is that you believe, and with that you're successful, you're able to maintain. Just in the pre-shuffle, I think you were able to see that you can do whatever it is you want to do and be successful if you keep at it. You're open up to more things here. Especially if you get away from this energy, you're going to open up to new ideas here, knowing, you know what, I can manifest this too. If I stay determined and I do what I want to do, I can manifest anything I want. And then, you know, you start to think about things you want to do. It's almost like your brain starts popping off with a bunch of different ideas, and you know that they're possible. You know, everything that you went through, the heartbreak, yes, it still hurts. Yes, it's still painful. It's still there. But it also allows you to find some peace and some solace from, and understand that that's what makes you so beautiful. That's what makes you so powerful. Yeah. After you do this and you're able to provide for yourself, I think you might kind of step back into the world a little bit here with this High Priestess in reverse, and maybe start indulging in some things, maybe spending money on things, on like new enjoyments, travels, things for the house, you know, just kind of taking your blessings. Difficult decisions made to kind of resurge, but I feel like you're not giving yourself right now. You're not giving a lot of money. You're not splurging the way that you used to. You're saving your money and really investing in towards the future. You will have times, especially as you have a lot of success and new friends, where you may go back to the past, things that you didn't fully understand, maybe not trusting, like moments of fear, where it's like, dang, how did I come from this? I really loved it. I really wanted it. I couldn't figure that out. But yet I have supportive friends. I have so much success and victory. How come I couldn't conquer that situation too? You know, you found happiness because you left that situation, and you started to heal after it took place, new opportunities. You know, the deck just keeps getting better. You know, so that's why you had to let it go. You weren't meant to stay there. You were never going to be successful there because of that energy. You had to go where things kind of worked for you. You didn't miss out on it. It missed out on you. Let's see what cards we have here. Tons of signs out here. Let's see what angel cards we have here for Scorpio. What do they need to know here for motivation? To our Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus need to hear. Heavy placements. Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Peace, Archangel Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And claircognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Hope y'all can see these pretty well. Alright, Scorpio, that's your read.